I had a weird thing happen to me when I was a little kid. Be me. Probably 7. Got stuffed lion for Christmas. His name is Leo and I love him. Sleep with it every night. Would push my face into his very soft mane. Feel so safe with Leo. Go to 4 years later. Yeah, I still sleep with him. One night one of my toy robots just turns on and walks to my bed. WTF, I start to scream but I cannot move my mouth. I look down to the foot of my bed and see Leo rising up. Trying desperately to scream. Leo suddenly drops and the robot turns itself off. Can finally speak. Scream like a little girl. Mom comes into room. What's wrong? What's wrong? Picks up Leo. I tell her what happened. She looks at me like I'm a retard. She kind of harshly throws him onto my bed. Go to sleep. She leaves. I go to sleep. I don't want to get in trouble. Wake up for school in the morning. Leo is on the other side of the room. Robot has been broken. Put Leo back on my bed. Cry that my toy is broken. Don't tell mom. Don't want to get into trouble. Next night. Freaked out too much to go to sleep. Already tried to sleep in sister's room. Denied and sent to my room. Pushed face into Leo. Feels warmer than usual. Very comfy. Here, well, feel is more like it. Feel a voice. Sort of in my head. You are safe, do not be worried. Go to sleep. I love you. Zonk instantly after that. Wake up and Leo is gone. Ask parents where he's at. Who is Leo? What? Get on the floor. Did the dinosaur? Weird subtle things you noticed out of the loop, whether it be something in your daily job you noticed weird or odd patterns you noticed that are not normal but no one but you seems to notice it. In 4 borderline schizo thread. I'll start with mine. Be me. Southeast Asian. Work at McDonald's in my town for a while. Night shift. In time notice the regulars eating on a nightly basis. Notice a regular. Muscular dude. Has a well-kept beard and mustache. Has slight Indian looks. Not unusual since Terry's international students in the UNI in my town. Only thing is he doesn't look like a student. Dresses a suit every time he goes to order. Like a real well-kept suit. Town isn't that big and Terry's no such thing as big office skyscrapers or buildings that has that kind of attire. Notice he always ordered the exact same order for the last 4 months. 1 piece of chicken with rice and a chicken sandwich, plus 1 large Coke and float with the one with ice cream sundae on the Coke drink. McDonald's menu is different in my country. Always just stare at one direction and never blinking. Each like a statue or a goddamn Agent 47 kind of atmosphere. After eating just stands up for 30 seconds and looks at the whole McDonald's and then leaves. Just walks, no car, didn't take any bus. Can't follow him cause I got my shift. Fast forward to another 3 months. Usual routine. One day he goes to McDonald's all raggedy like he's a homeless person. Like dirty clothes straight out from a mechanic fixing a car. Hair too long like off the shoulders. Note that he always had short well-kept hair all this time up to this point. Didn't even know how he got his hair too long in the span of one night cause previous night he was the same. He orders the exact same food. Same manners. What he looked is the only difference tonight. After eating he does the same routine to look at whole McDonald's. Then suddenly looks at me for more than a minute. Noticed his eyes looks weird. Can't explain it but it's that uncanny valley feeling. Leaves the McDonald's. Never see him again. Start some small talk to my co-worker that's always with me since I got the job. Says he didn't notice him too much. Never see him again. Tried to search on any accidents that might happen and might be related. Nothing. Dude never went back to McDonald's ever again. Did I notice an NPC? Also more. Be me. 2020. COVID lockdown. Didn't give a shit and went to my friend's house. Sort of a mini reunion. Friend asked if we can go fishing in their boat again just like old times. Our town has a bay area accessible by the river. Used to do this with our friends and their parents to go fishing near the bay and have some fun during our teens. Our friends decide to do that again. Other friends are experienced fishermen. They grew up poor at the town and taught fishing by their parents to make a living. Me and my other one friend are the only ones that didn't really know how to set up their boats. Go near the bay. Kinda happy with a mini reunion. Didn't catch much, but we got our fair share to go home with and cook while in the lockdown. Suddenly noticed something big surfacing in the horizon. Like more than 1,000 meters in. Thought it's gonna be my first cryptid moment. It isn't a cryptid. It's a whole submarine. Friends start to notice too and was mesmerized by it. Thought to myself, that ain't right. We don't even have a sub in my country. Whose sub is this? After a few minutes notice it's submerging again into the water. Gone in a matter of months. Stayed there for an hour talking about what we saw and hoping it resurfaces again. Never resurfaces again. Went back home and cooked our catch and shot the shit. Kept searching if there is any joint operation exercises or anything related in the Navy in my country. None. Bay Area is really big but secluded, like you have to enter an entrance to enter the bay. Realize our country's Navy isn't that capable enough, but it sure as hell can detect submarines within the vicinity. Bay Area's big and the country's capital is literally beside it on the other side. It's been 3 years but I'm still wondering what was that sub doing deep in our country's territory. I got a great one. Me, Filipino anon, early 20s, fit but can't resist a good adobo. Fly back home from abroad to join senpai for the annual fiesta in Cebu. Town's lit, streets draped with colorful banderitas, music playing, children dancing the tinikling. On mission mode for the best lechon in town. Tia Melinda insists I wear a barong Tagalog cause you have to look pogi for the ladies, anon. Well, can't argue with Tita's logic, gotta be guapo. Strolling past centuries-old St. Nino Church, smell of incense fills the air. Hear metal clanging like it's the final round of a telenovela showdown. CuriosCat.jpg. Check out the commotion. See local martial artists practicing arnis, but also traditional fencing, Spanish-era style, real blades and all. Dad used to tell stories of our ancestors being badasses with rapiers. Lost in thought, barely notice a soft tap on my shoulder. Turn to see a stunner, Maria. Pretty local girl. Long black hair, tantalizing eyes, and wearing a Filipiniana gown. She's got a rapier, handle intricately designed, like it's been passed down generations. I bet you 50 pesos and a halo you can't best me in a duel, she challenges. Shit-eating grin on, prepare to owe me a halo then, señorita. Before I know it, we're in a circle of spectators cheering for a duel. Maria hands me a sword, blades aged but maintained. Touch the hilt and boom. Transported back, Spanish-era Philippines. Still me, but not really. I guess my name's Alejandro. I'm some noble's son, revered fencer in Visayas. Fencing not just for show, but a mark of honor. See Maria, but in this life, she's called Isabella, daughter of a rival datu. Our families at odds, but our hearts? Bound together. Forbidden love intensifies. Sneak out for late-night rendezvous by the beach. Watch the Balangay boats, share sweet bibingka under the stars, and practice fencing footwork on the sand. Me. Dream is set in rural wetlands in Texas. Walking down a long road that connects my town to the school's town. Sagey green, pastel green pollen or dust is flying everywhere, stuck in the grooves of tree bark, cracks in the road, sticking to wet spots. I am carrying a comedic amount of unwrapped finely butchered meat. Full racks of ribs, bright red steaks, various links of sausages and cured meats. Pollen is sticking to the meat too. I am visibly annoyed by this. My meat is ruined. Scene changes, I am in little suburbia, cut and paste red brick houses on finely manicured grass. I turn my head left. No cars in any driveways. I turn my head right. No cars in any driveways. I turn my head left again. Big white pickup in one of the driveways. Instantaneous fight or flight activated. I drop all the meat, I don't care if it's ruined now. I run next to one of the houses and hide next to an AC unit. Above me is a circular window. The window leans open. A bald man with all his facial features squeezed into the middle and sunglasses sticks his head out. I am silent, watching in horror. He looks at the meat pile. He looks at me. He looks at the meat again. That's a lot of meat. I woke up projectile vomiting on my wife. All parties involved were horrified. This isn't paranormal. But we all hate the elites here, so fuck off and listen to my story and learn how you as a guy can actually beat the elites. Be me, call me Mike, 25. Live in Lake Forest, Illinois. Crazy wealthy town, mansions for days, elite faggots galore. Dad used to be a big shot banker. The real deal till he got screwed over by some other white-collar bigwigs. They framed him for embezzlement, lost job, house, mom left him, whole 9 yards. Grow up hating those bastards. Swore revenge. After college, start working private security gigs. Jacked from the working out and sports, jawline sharper than a razor, stand at an average 5 feet 10 inches but real handsome if I do say so myself. Friend whose uncle owns a security company hooks me up with a job. Guarding some private soirees in Lake Forest, Glencoe, Winnetka etc. No, it's a ticket to the inside. Most of these parties are the same, old rich dudes, fancy suits, always flexing their cash. But notice some other parties are a bit different. Super hush-hush. Swankier. More energetic. Think eyes wide shut, but no masks. It's a damn swinger party. All these elite dudes sharing their hot trophy wives around. Jackpot.jpg. Remember those pervs who ruined Dad's life? Each one of them make regular appearances every month or so. And oh boy, their wives. 10/10s, every one of them. Hatch's plan.exe. Start hitting the gym extra hard, gotta look like a snack if I'm gonna pull this off. Be me. 7 yo. Have weird memories of being abducted. Lost chunks of time, sleep paralysis, skin marks, hear bell sounds at night. At some point memories, sleep paralysis, and abduction dreams stop. Fast forward to 3 days ago. 23 yo. Sleep paralysis, abduction memories, and weird ringing sounds come back all of a sudden in early morning. Think nothing about it. Chillin'. Realize I haven't taken a shit in a whole week, never has happened to me before. 3 more days go by, finally take a tiny shit. Brain tries to figure out where all the food I've eaten in the last 10 days has gone. I'm a heavy eater. MFW aliens stole my poo. Be me. 10 years ago, 10 years old. Can't sleep. Look out window. See beaked, goblin-like faces appearing in the bushes. Probably my imagination. Hear loud, unintelligible voices in my head. Get out of bed. Small bearded man appears on bed. Looks like a CG animated character, but it's sitting right in front of me. Looks at me, stays there for about 8 seconds. Disappears.